Yo, what is good YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be ranking the top 10 best diamond cards in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM. These are the type of cards that I would recommend kind of just supplementing in your team if you have spots where you need to fill. With the exception of the top 2 or 3 guys, these aren't like top tier elite cards at this point, simply because there just are not that many elite diamonds. But these are guys who are going to be super cheap, who can fill spots in your lineup, really be good stopgaps, and compete against cards that are much higher tier and much more expensive than them at this position. In all honesty, this will probably be the last time that I rank the top 10 diamonds. This year. I may do it one more time because we're going to get some more diamonds this season, but they're not really dropping diamonds in packs anymore except on Tuesdays. But these last couple Tuesdays have definitely given us a couple budget-based diamonds for sure that'll be near the top of this list. But without further ado, let's hop right into it. Let's start off with number 10. And at number 10, I'm going to go with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Diamond SGA was one of the best couple PGs in the game for his time and still gives you a couple good things. Number one, he's 6'6", so he's got good size. The Hoff badges aren't amazing. Hoff Bully, Clamper, and Quick First Step are nice, but Clutch Shooter and Midi Magician aren't great. Does not get Limitless Range or Agent 3 or Limitless Takeoff or Anchor or Brick Wall. So he's missing 4 or 5 pretty key badges, but he has good speed. He's a very capable shooter, solid slasher, and a decent defender. Not a great defender, but he's got good gold defensive badges. 90 perimeter, 89 lateral is fine. And he's got good size at 6'6", a very good release. His release on quick is good, as well as the MJ dribble style, and dunk animations are pretty mediocre. But I do think SGA is honestly a very solid card still. Definitely a fan of him, but I don't think this diamond is like elite at this point in the game. He's just kind of a solid option for a diamond. Number 9, similar type of card, OG Anunoby, a guy who can kind of be a 3&D card. This diamond OG is a card you get from completing the Raptors team in the Galactic Conqueror Spotlights. He's 6'7" with a 7'2" wingspan, hot sauce on 3 out of 5 spots, Hoff Posterizer, corner specialist, few good defensive badges, Hoff Anchor's nice. He's a very good defender, and he's a capable catch and shoot shooter, decent dunker as well, which is honestly nice. He's got gold limitless takeoff and fast twitch, a couple decent playmaking badges, gold quick first step, clamp breaker, handles for days. So mostly a 3&D guy. He's got a decent release, normal leaner, semi-good sigs. I mean, not great, but pretty solid sigs, and then he can slash pretty well as well. He's just a pretty solid option to shoot a small forward position. He's not going to be anything too crazy, but a 3&D guy who can definitely get the job done at the 3. Similar card is another 3&D guy who can play the 2 in Robert Covington. I think Rocco, similar card. Rocco cards, in all honesty, have been more hyped up in previous years than this one was this year, but he's not bad at all. He's 6'7" with a 7'2" wingspan, gives him good size, a shooting guard, 4 out of 5 hot spots, 6 hops include catch and shoot, corner specialist, challenger, clamps, interceptor, off-ball pest, really good defensive stats, no limitless range, very mediocre playmaking badges, even if you do add a quick first step to him. He doesn't get clamp breaker or handles for days, and he's not a great slasher, but he's got decent speed, he's a very good shooter, and he's a great defender. So defensive card with a pretty good release. Sigs are pretty mediocre, normal leaner's nice, but he's a pure 3&D. He's just a very good defender, which is why I have him decently high up, but don't think he's nothing too crazy at this point. Tyreek Evans is a pretty solid card coming in at number 7. Another guy who gives you good size at PG. He is 6'6", which is nice, 6'11" wingspan. He's got pretty good speed for a 6'6" guy, 93 speed and excel. 84 shot 3 is enough to be consistent. The 85 driving dunk is good. He's got gold fast twitch, bully, posterizer, no limitless takeoff, unfortunately. Decent shooting badges, but no limitless range or agent 3. Playmaking badges are very good. Defensive badges are okay. The defensive stats are also pretty solid. Going to be pretty similar to SGA on the defensive end of the court. Probably a slightly better slasher than SGA and playmaker, with quick drops off 1 being one of his dunk animations, which is great. But his release is kind of, I mean, it's fine. It's nothing too crazy, but it's decent. I'd say I would give the edge to SGA in terms of the release, but I do think Tyreek's player build's a little bit better, and he is a little bit better slasher and shot creator, which is why I have him a couple spots higher. So we put him at number 7. Number 6 is going to be one of the top power forwards among diamonds in the game, and that's Serge Ibaka. I was really high on the Serge Ibaka card when he came out, and I still think he's pretty good. He's 6'10" with a 7'4" wingspan. Hot spots from both corners. Only 5 hops, but they're good ones. Limitless takeoff, posterizer, anchor, pogo stick, and post lockdown. Got a couple decent shooting badges. He does need bailout, break starter, and quick first step to be viable as a playmaker, especially bailout and break starter. He's not going to do much in terms of shot creation, but he has very good interior, great rebounder. He's a really good interior defender, and he's a very athletic, good dunker as well. Decent speed, can shoot open, decent release, has normal leaner. Does not move well at all, and his dunk animations aren't great, but he's a very athletic card in terms of as a slasher, and he's a very good interior defender as well. Just a super solid option at the 4, who can also stretch the floor at a pretty high level. Number 5 is going to be Luol Deng, who's been one of the best diamonds in the game for a while, in all honesty. I definitely think he's honestly pretty solid. He's 6'9" at the shooting guard position, which gives him very good size. In terms of the badges, he's really not missing much. He's got gold limitless takeoff and posterizer, gold limitless range, Hoff catch and shoot, gold bailout, break starter, clamp breaker, quick first step, silver handles for days, Hoff challenger, clamps, glove, menace, gold anchor, brick wall, interceptor, etc. So he's pretty complete. Only badges he's really missing is Agent 3. 88 speed and excel is fine. He's a good shooter, super solid dunker, and a great defender. That is the value he gives you at 6'9". Really good defensive stats and badges. A pretty good release with Donovan Mitchell base, Malik Beasley upper on quick, MJ dribble style, Donovan Mitchell size up, Lillard behind the back are all really good sigs as well. Dunk animations, nothing too special there, but I think he's honestly pretty solid still. Can definitely get the job done and compete against much more expensive, higher tier cards because of how good he is in the defensive end of the court, which I think gives him a lot of value. Bob Sura is going to come in at number 4, another budget PG option. His card's like not great, but he's pretty solid. He is 6'5" with a 6'9" wingspan, hotspots from nearly everywhere. 6 hoffs include fast twitch, limitless takeoff, posterizer, catch and shoot, clamp breaker, and quick first step. So great hoffs, gold limitless range, gold bully, gold blinders, no Agent 3, but gold handles for days, hyperdrive, bailout, things like that, unpluckable. Gold anchor, chase down artist, clamps, glove, and challenger, which so he's got some good badges on him as well. Low block rating, but solid perimeter defender. He's got good speed, decent shooter, and a great slasher. His animations in terms of his movement aren't great besides the stuff behind the back. Normal size up is fine. Pro dribble style I don't love, and his dunk animations aren't insane, but he does have great slashing badges. A decent release. I don't love the Spook Knight base, but on quick, it's probably pretty comparable to like Tyreek Evans. I just like the fact that he's very complete in terms of the badges and such a good slasher, and I think that makes him probably the best of these Diamond PGs, which is why I have him up at number 4. Number 3 is going to be Joe Smith, and this is where we kind of reach a different tier of diamonds. These top 3 guys, I think, are slightly just like above all these other diamonds in that they can compete at a competitive level more than these other diamonds can. Joe Smith, 6'10" with a 7'2" wingspan, gives you great size at the small forward position. Hotspots from both corners, 6 hoffs, the 4 best finishing hoffs in the game, as well as clamp breaker and quick first step. He's got all the key gold defensive badges. Gold playmaking badges are really good as well. Can get bailout and break starter. Does not have limitless range or Agent 3, but other good shooting badges. Obviously going to be an elite slasher. He's really fast. He's a very versatile defender, good shooter, and a great slasher. Has a very nice release even on normal. It's just really fast and smooth. Very similar to a James Worthy base. It's the same release that Michael Oluokandi has, except it's on normal, not quick, but it's still really good. MJ dribble style, normal size up, Kobe escape, stuff behind the back, give him pretty solid sigs as well. Dunk animations still aren't great, but I definitely think he is significantly better than the rest of these diamonds that we've looked at so far, and definitely a top 3 diamond in my team. Number 2 is going to be Jaden McDaniels. I think he's just like a really good 3-and-D small forward. Doesn't have the greatest release in the world, but he's also a really good playmaker, which is kind of something I didn't expect out of this card. At 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan, hotspots from everywhere basically. 6 hoffs, all defensive. He's an elite defender. He's got gold limitless range, all the gold playmaking badges that you would want, gold slashing badges as well, and bully, fast twitch, limitless takeoff, and posterizer. Good speed, good shooter, good dunker. In terms of his animations, still not great dunk animations, but MJ dribble style, Carmelo size up, Steph escape, which gives him the Curry slide and the Lillard behind the back, gives him the best sigs of any of these cards, as well as Jaden McDaniels' release on quick, which admittedly is not as good as Joe Smith's release, but he does have normal leaner, and the playmaking ability kind of is the cherry on top to a guy who's already a really good 3-and-D guy, and especially an elite defensive card at small forward. But number 1, in my opinion, is this new Nick Claxton card. I did gameplay on him yesterday if y'all want to check that out. Card is phenomenal. I think he is absolutely elite for a budget card. 6'11" with a 7'2" wingspan, hotspots from both corners. 6 hoffs are all defensive again, which is very valuable. He's an elite defender and he's an elite rebounder. He can play the 4, play the 5, do both at a very high level. What I really like about this card though is the fact that you can add every badge to him. So you can add 4 badges to him, which is admittedly kind of limiting. It's not a ton, but I would add limitless range, I would add bailout, I would add break starter, and then it's kind of up to you what you want to add for that 4th badge, because he already has good gold finishing badges. He's already a great defender. Additionally, he has the MJ dribble style at the 4. He's got not great dunk animations, but a very good release, normal leaner. He's a guy with elite size at the 4 and the ability to play the 5, really good defense, can shoot the ball at a very high level, got a little bit of movement, and can get any badge added as well, which makes him really complete and also has the normal fade. I think this card is absolutely exceptional. I definitely think he is the best diamond currently in my team. So this is my ranking of the top 10 best diamond cards in my team right now. Let me know what you think of my list down in the comment section down below if there's anybody you think I ranked too high or too low, or left off the list entirely that you think does deserve to be included. But that is going to do it for this video. Hopefully y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.